So tonight we have 15-star Jamie Thompson. Is actually, this has already been recorded. She's not here live, but she did a call for her team, which is ironically the same name as my team, Team Fit for Life. She did her team call, and she did a live power hour, and it was super good. So I just wanted to make sure you guys saw what she does for her power hours, because she's 15-star and obviously she knows what she's doing. So I thought I want to listen and take notes myself. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I can never figure out how to do this. Is that it? Okay. Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
Okay. If I make it really big like this, is it better? I can't hear anybody now or see anybody. Is it better like that or no?
Sherry, you can see it. Make it bigger.
Okay, make it bigger like this?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because the only thing it's cutting off is on the right side, but it's where her people are when they were on the Zoom.
Right.
So.
Yeah, I know. And that I can't get rid of that. So
yeah.
All right. I'm just going to press play and we're going to get done with this because it is 45 minutes long and I don't want you guys to be here all night. So
okay, we're good. Okay, guys. All right. So basically a quick, everybody would be done and try to be done within 45 minutes. So here we go. All right. So here is, and this is minimum things what you can do. So if you are, if you guys are on, make sure you are right clicking so we can hear you. If you're not muted, guys, right click so you're muting yourself. Okay, there we go. All right, so this is minimum. So that means this is the minimum amount that you should be doing every single day. Obviously, if you want more in your business, you want to be moving faster, then you up the numbers of what you're doing. So, okay, number one, personal development should be the first thing, whenever it is you're fitting it in. Most important, 10 minutes minimum. Obviously, I do a whole lot more of that because when I was building my business and wanting big things to happen, I had to make myself grow. I had to focus on me and what I needed to do better before I could help anybody else grow. So my priorities were to, start with myself. So a lot of personal development was happening, and it continues. That's a huge chunk of my work time. And if you, if you listen to other top coaches, they'll tell you a lot of their time is personal development, guys. It's a huge part of doing this. So number one, personal development. Number two, add new people to your contact list. So, you want to make sure you are tracking that. You're adding people to that contact list. Like early on, you could print off a contact list. Obviously, I'm going to talk about TeamZ tonight. So there's a lot of ways to track names a lot easier if you're a paper pencil person, which I am. So it's funny that I use TeamZ because I never thought I would like to use something else besides paper pencil, but I love it. So you can plug all of the names into TeamZ, and I'll talk about that too, like how I'm doing that. So people I'm adding, I'm making sure I'm immediately tagging them into, my TeamZ and using it. So you guys, and that is a monthly fee, but I think with our discount that we got with Corey's, it's like 25. Is that right? I don't even know. I know it's 30 without the discount. With our discount with Corey, it's like with the email he gave us, it was like $24, $25 a month.
You got it for $24.95 or something like that.
I think everybody, you see that, oh my gosh, it's another fee. But this is a humongous help. I'm not just saying this. I am truly, it is huge for my, my brain. It's wonderful. So, and I'm not an organized person. So this is huge. So, make sure you're keeping track of the people you are adding to your contact list. You're going through and you're commenting on their stuff. An example of this would be, and I just saw this today. A brand new coach puts up like this awesome transformation picture, and they get like a ton of comments. And they may put on there, "Are you interested in joining?" And a bunch of them comment and say, "Oh, they want to know what you're doing." Out of those 30 people, there might be 2 that actually follow through. And we all know that's the way it goes. But you don't want to forget about the people that said they were interested, because even though they didn't follow through and join you at the beginning, they are eventually, because they're going to continue to follow you and they're going to continue to follow your story. But if you don't put them on your contact list where you are staying in touch with them, those are people who can slip through the cracks. And trust me, I've done it a million times, and I want to smack myself for not writing names down or thinking, "Oh, I'll remember that when I get home. I'll make sure I write that down." And I don't. So it's crazy. So don't let people slip through the cracks. Take care of those things. I mean, I guess at that point in time, I didn't treat my business like a business. I really didn't. So that's why I had a lot of slip through. So I don't do that anymore. I'm very on top of that kind of stuff now. Okay, so number 3, reach out to 5 and connect. So this is where you reconnect or you reignite that relationship that you already have. So it might be somebody that you haven't talked to that you went to college with, maybe one of your roommates, might be somebody you went to high school with, and you're just simply sending out those, "Hey, I haven't talked to you for a long time. How are things going? Are you still working at that school that we worked at together?" Whatever. That's just a reconnect. There's no agenda. You're not inviting them to anything. You're just simply, reigniting that relationship, that conversation back and forth. So you want to try to do at least 5 of those a day. With Teamzy, you can set that up. So, you can track like how many you want to do a day. All right, number 4, 2 to 4 people need to be added to your network. I know that I said add to your contact list, but I'm just kind of now giving you a number. Like 2 to 4 people should be added to your network. That means, and I'll talk about how I do this, like going in and actually adding people in so they become your friends. Of course, then they go onto your contact list. But you want a minimum of 2 guys, a minimum. So obviously, you're adding more than that if you want more to be happening, with your business, and make sure you're tracking those too. I'm kind of bad about that one, about checking, who I've added. Okay. Number 5, post to your social media 2 to 5 times a day. If you are still like, I don't know what to post, you're not doing personal development enough. You aren't going out and watching any extra videos or anything on posting, for social media posts. YouTube is a wonderful place, guys. Take advantage. That can be part of your personal development, to watch a couple videos on things that are going to help you with your business and learn and grow and do things better. So take advantage of that. So many coaches share so many things. It's there for you. Number 6, 2 to 4 shares a day. And people are like, what in the world is a share? Guys, this could be just simple conversation that you're having. This can be wear and share. This can be wearing your insanity jacket out somewhere and, somebody sees it. That is an easy conversation starter. Carrying around your Shakeology cup somewhere. Somebody might ask you, so I carry mine everywhere I go. Just simply mentioning when you're with your friends or something, we made an awesome new Shakeology recipe this morning. You're not inviting, you're not saying, hey, you need to try this. You're just simply sharing something that you like. We all do that. You share about a movie you like. You share about a restaurant you like. It's the same way with this. You're just simply sharing. Those shares can, at some point turn into possibly somebody that wants to go back and ask you. You shared something about maybe the 3-day refresh, and then the friend that was in your little group and you talked about it, has a really bad month, and then she thinks of you. And when you mention something about that 3-day refresh thing, she's going to hopefully message you and ask, what was that thing that you told me about? So you just never know. So don't hesitate to share those kind of things. Number 7 is follow up. Like, that's huge. We'll talk about that. Number 8 is invite. So yes, inviting to challenge groups tends to be a whole lot easier than inviting to the opportunity. Here's the thing. If it's somebody who is already into health and fitness, not into Beachbody necessarily, they are an instructor, they're a personal trainer, they're doing triathlons, they're a runner, they go to the gym all the time. They already have that passion and they love fitness. Like, you can see it. They share it on. Like, guys, you cannot wait on inviting them and sharing this opportunity with them. They already have that fitness bug. So, they may not take it, right off the bat. And I'm sure you've seen, things we've talked about before on how to handle those types of things. But don't be scared to invite them. At least plant that seed and let them know there is an opportunity that you can take that can help you share this and help a ton of people. So, don't fear inviting. So at least 2 to 5 invites a day. That's challenge groups. That's business opportunity. Okay. Let's see. And of course, we all know your challengers are going to make really good coaches because they already love what we have and they already understand challenge groups. So that's kind of where I kind of went through this little phase of just inviting people that had never done a challenge group. Like, I never wanted to do that because I wanted people to become coaches who had gone through the phase I guess I did. I was a challenger. I did the programs. I was drinking Shakeology. I got the results. I was a coach. Whereas you have some people who come in and haven't done that. I was kind of leery about doing that for a long time. But you know what? If they come in and get plugged into the challenge group immediately, then they learn. So, All right, number 9, return any messages, so that I don't go to my messages until that's the last thing. Once you've got all your stuff you need to have done for your business, then go to your messages. So a good rule of thumb is shut everything off. You should not have dinging, anything making noise, anything lighting up when you are doing a power hour, power 30, whatever. Especially your personal development, whatever you are doing, you should not. And I don't anymore through the day either, guys. Nothing goes off on my phone. Most of the time, it doesn't even ring. So it's probably if you try calling me, I'm sorry. But I shut everything off because it is distraction to me. It keeps me from doing what I need to be doing because I see something light up or, something's ringing or something's dinging. So just shut it all down. Shut your notifications off on your Facebook if you're working, on your computer so there's not anything popping up. And then you don't have to worry about that. Number 10 is to kind of track your progress or look back at the end of the day and see if you have accomplished what you need to do accomplish before you go to bed. So I always say, if you do absolutely nothing else, at least get the things that you need to do for your inviting done for the day. And then you can go to bed feeling like, okay, I did the most important things I really need to do for my business. We all are busy. We get it. Everybody's busy, busy lives, lots of things going on. Okay, so I'm going to kind of go back and forth between my Facebook and my Teamsy so you guys can kind of see how it works for those of you that haven't checked it out yet. Please make sure you're doing that. You get a 30-day free trial. Don't drag your feet on it. Plug in. I promise you, you'll be so happy you did. I have yet to talk to a coach yet that has said that they don't like it. I mean, everybody I've talked to or I've seen, they're liking it. So, okay. So when you do a power hour, I know setting a timer for different sections you're doing is going to help you stay focused, because if I don't, I can just sit and do the same thing for ever and keep going. That's another reason why I like Teamsy, because I've got a set amount of how many I want to make sure I do. And then when you're done, it tells you 100% complete. So I didn't totally complete mine today because I wanted to leave a couple open so you guys could see what I did. But, different things you can do. So let me go to my Facebook. Can you see that, Big Mary? I can see you. Can you see that? Okay. All right, let me shut off all my junk down here. It'll be popping up all over the place. Okay, why are we, sorry. I meant to shut all that down. Okay, so Facebook, first thing is you can go to your friends. So like 10 minutes, set your timer, go to just your friends. And then of course you want to scroll down once you've set your timer for 10 minutes. And I have to like scroll like way, way down. Obviously I'll talk to you about me being maxed out a million times here now and what problems that causes. But you want to scroll down till you see people you have not, that obviously are not coaches, or people that are not your current challengers, or people you've not talked to in the last month. So sometimes you might scroll like way, way, way down. Obviously it would take me forever to do that. When you've gotten to that section of people, then for those 10 minutes, start writing down names. Like, so get out your piece of paper for 10 minutes, go through those friends and write down those names. Because those are going to be people that you can go back in, especially, you know, this is something I'm doing with my TeamZ so that it's helping me to rank. So it's putting them in. So once I've kind of sent a message, then I'm seeing them again because I can put when I want to follow up with them. So scroll down, find names through your 10 minutes, write those down. So, you know, I meant to do this earlier, but I didn't, so I'm sorry. So I'm just telling you what I did. So, you know, that means I have to scroll, you know, quite a ways. Obviously, you're going to look at them. If they're a coach, you're not going to write them down. I mean, guys, at this point, if you're spending your time, like, commenting on other coaches' posts, who is that really helping? No, I'm not talking about our own team. I'm talking coaches on another team that you're not even friends with. Like, you don't personally know them. Like, that's wasting your time. Who is that helping? And guys, I see it. I see coaches on our team doing it. So I'm like, wait a minute. If you're not hitting your goals for the month, but yet I see you liking coaches' posts like all the time, why? Why are we doing that? Wasting your time. You're scrolling newsfeed. Scrolling the newsfeed is not working. It is not going to help you reach any of your goals. Promise. Did it for a long time. It's a total time sucker. Don't do it. So, okay, so you've got your list of names. So you can do that for like 10 minutes. Another thing that you can do then too is make sure you go in and you can look at your friend requests that maybe you've sent out and they've been in there for a long, long time. And I haven't done that for a long time either. So, I mean, you can see like your recently added people. You can see, you know, birthday people. Well, that's another thing I do right off the bat too is my birthday messages. Every day, my birthday messages, I send those out first thing. So I just copy paste. I'll do like the first one and I'll go in and I'll say, hey, happy birthday. I hope you have an awesome day. Copy paste all of them. That like is a conversation starter for most of the people. So I can talk to them some point in time during the day because normally, you know, they'll say, hey, thank you so much. And then I ask them a question. Do you have anything fun planned today? Then it's just a conversation. So then I can go into my TeamZ and say I had a conversation with them. Then I put them down for another follow-up. You know, you never know. It might turn into a conversation that can turn into an invite. You have no idea. So you want to make sure you're doing things that are going to help you have conversations. Obviously, you can see who your followers are, which I have to go through and block half of those weirdos. Anyway, sorry. There's lots of weirdos. So make sure you're blocking anyone that you do not know and they look a little creepy, block them. So if you've had a friend request that's been open for a long time, you want to make sure you're going in and, you know, deleting those out too. So set your alarm for like 5 minutes to do those types of things. That shouldn't take you long. Just a reminder, put those in. Okay, so another thing that I know Brandy, my coach Brandy, is really good at, she's really good at creating lists. And I told her I'd love for her to do a video for that because she showed me how. And it is something that I wish that I would have done from day one because it would help so much. But TeamZ, of course, helps with this too, but it is nice whenever you have challengers or your coaches, you can put them into a list on your Facebook. So you can just go right to that list and you can check on just those people. So say you have a group of people that have been really interested in coaching and you just really want to stay kind of up on what they're doing in life. You can put them into that list. You don't even have to type in their name anymore to go to their page. You open up that list and they're there. And then you can go in and you can comment, you can like, and you can post on their stuff that they're doing. So that makes it so much easier, and you're not scrolling the newsfeed. You know, all of these things are things that are keeping you from scrolling the newsfeed. That's the last thing you want to do in this business is scroll. So once you have done, you know, all those things, so 10 to 15 minutes is where you can go back to that list of names that you wrote down at the beginning, and you can start going to those people. And this is where you can send messages to them. So let's see, it was one of mine. I'll go to my Teamsy and do one from there and show you an example of something I would say. Okay, I don't really remember who this girl is, but we'll see. Oh yeah, I do. I think she's a unique girl. She's like super duper cute. Okay. Why is that not working? Of course, my computer wants to be stupid now. There we go. No, we're not. What the heck? Sorry. Technical difficulties always in my life. Uh-oh. And I had someone just wake up from crouching up. Okay, so, okay. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this is actually doing a follow-up because I've kind of talked to her before, and, you know, she's given me ideas of things to order with makeup and stuff. And so, you know, just a follow-up would be, thanks so much for sharing your knowledge of makeup because I am clueless. She does like awesome videos too. If you guys don't, I mean, you find some of these people who are like good at those kind of things. They're good to follow because she is like so confident in front of the camera. So, I mean, that's a follow-up. So I can go back in to my Teamsy and you can put in there and just my little reminder. I talked about makeup with her and you type in, okay, it was a Facebook message. This thing. Okay, sorry. And then I can put when I want to follow up again. So I haven't like invited her to anything. We haven't even talked health and fitness. So I mean, I'm gonna put probably 3 weeks before I message her again. Then you log it. So she's gonna go in. So she will pop up again in my follow-ups in 3 weeks. So it tells you guys here at the top, for those of you that haven't done this yet, it'll track. So you can track your customers, you can keep track of how many coaches you've talked to in your day, it tracks your invites and the people you're adding. So I was gonna do how I add, I'll kind of show you what I do, but I can't actually add anyone because I'm maxed out again. So I have to go on a deleting spree. Another reason why I need to use my like page more. But still, even moving my people from my like page, I can't even move them to my personal page because I'm maxed out. So I have to go in and delete like crazy. So I mean, the first people I delete are coaches not on my team. I mean, there's no point in me being friends with coaches on other teams that I don't talk to. Of course, I keep the coaches that I talk to and I know. And I'm not going to delete coaches on my team, but I'm going to delete coaches that I don't, talk to. You can follow them. Don't friend request coaches that are not on our team. Just click follow. If you guys don't have that option, get it now so people can just follow your page. Because you can message those people that, click that they're going to follow you. Most of the time it's other coaches anyway, most of the time. Okay, so like I can go back through, I can do a couple more of my follow-ups. And some of these are coaches. So for my coaches that, I talk to a lot, that I, that I follow up with them at least, once a week, if not, more than that. You can put, I don't know what just happened. Okay, get something. It just depends. If it's a coach that, is really, you talk to them a lot, you may put, I need to follow up with them in 2 more days. Or somebody you've talked to and you've made some goals with, you may talk to them tomorrow. But it makes it so easy. You don't have to think. You don't have to write anything on paper about who you need to follow up with. Hey guys, if you're not muted, just right click for me, please.
What if you watching? Okay, let's see.
Here, I got it. I gotcha. You're good. Okay. All right. So let me look at my list. Okay, adding friends. So a lot of people are like, where do you go to add friends? So obviously you don't want to go to another coach's page. That's like a huge no-no. I try to add people when I'm able to. People that have at least 5 mutual friends. You want to make sure they have at least a couple mutual friends, and that way, they're not thinking you're a total weirdo because they have like 1 mutual friend or something. So let me go. She's obvious. She's not a coach. And you're going to go to that person's, and then you're going to go to their friends list. You're going to look at their friend. Hopefully she has a public friends list. She does. Okay, so I'm going to go down, obviously, to the people that I am not friends with already and take a look at them. So for me, what are things I look for? I look at their profile picture. If they have kids in their profile picture, I'm immediately going to click on that person and check them out. You're not really stalking, but you kind of are, because you want to know if they're even going to have anything in common with you. Am I going to add a dude? No, I'm not adding any dudes, because there's no point in me adding a guy. I'm not going to have a conversation with a man. You can't help if you have a customer lead that's, a male. That's a different story. But, I'm not going and adding guys. So let's see. I don't have any mutual friends with them, but let's just pretend I do. So let's say, I look at Darla. I have no idea. I don't know her at all from anything, but obviously it looks like she might be a grandma. I don't know. You can't really tell. Some people you can't tell. She looks maybe older. I don't know. Let's go to somebody different that I can tell you what I would say. Sorry, I have a crying child. Okay. Okay, that one looks a little easier. Okay, so I look her, that works. She studied exercise science. That's kind of a no-brainer. Yeah, I'm obviously going to send her a friend request because obviously she's into that. So what would be something I would say? I think I do have 2. All right, so you can also message them immediately. This sometimes kind of helps you with when they do accept, or if they don't, it kind of helps you with, okay, what in the world, why did I add that person? So I'm looking at, her picture. I'm going to say, hey, Michelle, I saw we had a mutual friend, and I saw you are, what was that? Nature, exercise science. Is that what it was? Yes. Hello, it's not working. Majored in exercise science. You can say, so I usually try to say something, so they know I'm a mom. Make that connection. I am also a mom, and I just wanted to send you a request. Okay, does that sound creepy? I always say, do I sound like a weirdo? Obviously you don't have an agenda. It's somebody that has something in common with you. So send something to them that helps you make that connection. So if she does accept my friend request, I'm going to see that message that I sent. So it's going to remind me, oh yeah, that, she was exercise science major, she's a mom, I have that connection with her. So, you can even think of like the time of year. So obviously like July 4th is coming up. You can say something like, hope you have a good 4th of July, something like that. So, you're just making, a connection with them. So I might want to make sure I have everything spelled right too. That would help. Okay, so send that. And then obviously if she, accepts, then I'm going to make sure I put that into my Teamsy. So you want to set your timer for, 10 minutes and do your friend request, add your friends. Go through people in your friends list, go to their friends list, and you can add people. If I come to somebody that has a bunch of mutual friends with my coaches, I don't add them. That's done. Now, if it's somebody and I see it's a couple coaches that, I don't know, message them, be like, hey, are you talking to this person? Most of the time, I don't even go there. So, if it's somebody that you have, like somebody, a couple mutual friends in common, and you might possibly know them, just message the coach on our team and be like, hey, is this somebody you're talking to? That's the right thing to do, just to, make sure you're not stepping on anybody's feet by any means. Okay. All right. Next thing. Okay, that's the request. Mutual. I'm looking at my notes. Oh, I wrote down a couple of examples of like messages you could send to, just say something like, I saw you have kids as well. I saw that we have a couple mutual friends in common. If you have an exact person that you know well, that you have in common, you can always say, hey, I saw that we both are friends with Kelly. How do you know Kelly? That gives you a way to kind of have a conversation with them too. Okay. So if anybody has questions anytime, just unmute and yell them out, guys. Okay. So let me go back to Teamsy and go through a couple of those things so you guys can see how that works too. Okay, so what I've been doing with customers, because this was the hard part for me, you have to rank the people in your friends list. Well, obviously I have a gazillion. I have 3 business centers that all of those contacts got uploaded, all of my coaches, all of my friends on Facebook. I'm like, I am not sitting here ranking all these people. So I've been ranking as I'm going, and that's been working for me. I obviously went into like my challengers, like my current challengers, and ranked them. Why are bugs always flying around me when I'm doing the video? So I ranked like my challengers, so that, I'm staying in contact and following up with them every couple of days. And then I ranked my coaches. So I've got them. Those things are done. As I add new people, then I'm ranking them as I'm adding them in. So that's made it easier. I know a lot of people are asking, like, how long does it take to rank? Well, good grief. It would take me a year, if not longer, to sit there and do the ranking. And I know a lot have, done their ranking. It is an important part of it. But the prospects that have been popping up, like all your coaches are uploaded, or all your contacts are uploaded. So they'll pop up in the prospect list. So those names are eventually going to pop up anyway. I think it was Kara. Kara was like, I just rank everybody at 3 and they're going to pop up anyway. And I'm like, that's a good point. They're going to pop up. So I've gone through, if it's a coach on another team, I delete them. If it's somebody like, in my family that I know is not, going to do anything, I delete them. Why do I need them popping up in my Teamsy? I don't, if it's somebody I know I don't need to follow up with or invite, I just get them out of there, So you can do that too. So your customer list, I can go back into like my challenge group and like my old challenge group that I've had open for like a long, long time. And I can pull people from that and then rank them as I go through. So like I need 4 or 6, I need 6 more customers today. So I'll probably do that, and go through my challenge group and pull out 6 that I haven't talked to in a while and send a message to them to follow up. And then like I need 3 more coaches. Actually, I did it. I just hadn't put it in there yet. And then I need to do one more invite, and I need to add 2, which I don't know if I can even add anymore. So that's kind of what Teamsy looks like, guys. It is not hard. Trust me, I am not a computer person whatsoever. Here's an example of a follow-up message that I would send. So Zach is a very good childhood friend of mine, family friend. He like sang at my wedding, and him and his wife did 21 Day Fix, but right now they are doing Whole30. So I'm just gonna follow up and just say, as people are popping in, sorry if I turn my notifications off. So I'll just say, hey Zach, how is the Whole30 going for you guys? That's a follow-up. Here you go. Then I just go back in, and then I can put in, I did a Facebook message. I can follow up. I'll probably do, 2 weeks, see how it's going. They're doing Whole30 and log it. You can even go into like each person, and then like in the notes section, you can put like notes about them. So if it's somebody, you haven't talked to before, and you kind of go to their page, or you've had a conversation with them, it's going to help when you follow up. Like, you can kind of forget things. If you're talking to a lot of people, you can forget, what it is you talk to them about. Okay, so does anybody have any questions about any of that? I know I didn't give you like total work time, but I think that going over this first, and then I have this video to share with everybody, that might help, and then we can start actually scheduling like power hours. I know like Vic Mary does live power hours with groups of people. Vic Mary, would you care to like talk about how that helps you guys?
Sorry, I couldn't find the unmute button. Yeah, I especially do it with my success partner with Amber, or my other success partner who was given to me for that organizational leadership one. I still talk to her and still get on and do power hours. And what we do is kind of what you did here, and we just go through. And the only way we really talk to each other, we do it Zoom, and we only really talk to each other when we're held up on a conversation. So, for example, I have somebody who says, how much does it cost, or blah, blah, blah. I might know how I want to, but I might read it out loud to her, and they can give me their opinion on, does this sound right? Yeah, that sounds good. Or get over it, do it, But we do schedule it for a time. We do try to get through it, because it's easy to start talking and get carried away. So it's like scheduling the time, sticking to the time, and keeping each other accountable for, hey, you're spending too much time on that. Move on.
Perfect. That's so good. I mean, that is. If you're one that struggles with just making yourself sit down to get it done, go to your success partner and be like, hey, is there a time in your day that we can do this? Even if it's 30 minutes, guys, just knowing you have to show up for somebody else to get it done, do it. I mean, whatever it takes for you to do that part, because you are not going to move forward in your business if you're not doing this part. And if you don't learn anything from this, scrolling the newsfeed is not working your business. It is not. You can scroll the newsfeed after you have everything done. If you have your power hour done and you have everything knocked out that you need to do for you, then you can go back and do that stuff. If you're looking for ideas on posts, or you have this coach you really like to follow, then go do that. But don't do that before you have your work done and then say, oh, well, this isn't working for me, or I'm not hitting goals, or I don't have time. There's reasons. And a lot of it, I know, can go back to that. Okay, I could not see the chat, so I'm looking. Is somebody asking questions I didn't see?
I was going to say something that I started doing that has helped me. Everybody I talk to on my prospect, not necessarily on my coaches, but on my prospect, I put a follow-up date of the following day. Yeah. Because I don't want to keep going in and out of Teamsy, if that conversation is going throughout the day. So that means tomorrow at my power hour time, I will go through the follow up and put in there that conversation. Not that I'm not following up with that person, but I'll record that conversation.
Yes, perfect. I have a lot of coaches say, oh gosh, well, I feel like I'm on my phone all day long. Don't be. You're allowing that. Put your phone away. Don't be constantly doing that or thinking you have to answer every single message. Answer your messages during your work time. That is going to keep your husband happy. That is going to keep your kids knowing that they have their mom. You have to become the CEO of your business. You are in charge of your work time. If that is causing issues for you, it's because you're not sticking to a schedule and you're not doing it. I mean, I'm proof of that. I will tell you, I've been there, I've done it, because I could do it all day long. But I know I can't, because, you have priorities. You have to stick to those things. That's going to help you guys as you build. I promise you, as things get built bigger and you've got more that you need to do for your business, you want to be so solid in your work schedule that that's not causing issues for you down the road. Okay, I think I hit like all the little things I wanted to make sure you guys did too. And make sure making a to-do list. I think that is vital too. You have your power hour, but then you've got your other things that you need to do. Maybe you need to create an event for your next group. Do those things after you have your power hour done. That will help you too. You've got to do those things first. Then you can create events, or then you can go in and do an extra follow-up with some of your challengers and stuff. That's a big part of your job too, but you want to make sure you're doing the things that you need to do in your power hour. So, okay, does that help? Anybody have questions or anything I can help with?
I have a question.
Yes.
So is there a way to go back in Teamsy and record the people you talked to yesterday?
I have no idea. If I know.
If you had the initial conversation, so if you talked to them yesterday, you copy paste that conversation, you can go in there and edit and put it into yesterday's conversation, but change the date on it. No. What I've done is, if that happens to me, I'll just, in the same comment before I actually write the copy paste it, I just put the date on top just to remind myself when I'm looking at the date. That's how I've worked around it.
Okay. I've missed 3 days of recording in Teamsy. So I can put them all in, but then it's going to look like I totally rocked out today. And then it's not going to be right. But
tomorrow it'll equal out, so don't worry.
That's true.
But that is the good thing, though. If you're a blitzer, you can totally go and just light it up.
Yeah.
One day I think I had 43 follow-ups.
Yeah.
I just sat and I was zoned. I'm like, I've got some major things I got to get done. So here I go. Shut everything off. Kids were happy and I got to work. So, you just gotta do what you gotta do. You've got the beginning of July coming. That's when you work. Right now, you should be doing a lot to finish the month strong, but to build up for the beginning of July. July is going to be crazy, especially if, Aaron's having a baby and it's Summit. You've got things coming up that your month is going to be crazy. Take care of what you need to take care of early in your month and get it done. Then you don't have that on you. That's why you hear coaches say, I try to hit 5 by the 5th, 10 by the 10th. They set those goals because it makes their life so much easier. You don't have that stress of thinking, oh my gosh, I got all this coming up and I'm still got to do this. You just get into that system and it just becomes it starts happening because you're just so consistent with it. You don't stop doing that. So, okay. Anything else? I hope that kind of helped. I did record this, so I'll make sure I get it put into the team page, and you guys can share it with anybody that might need this. I think everybody needs this, honestly. I think a lot of people sit and think, I don't know how to do a power hour. I don't know who to message. I don't know who to friend request. Where do I go to friend request? And they honestly think they're working their business because they're scrolling and watching what other coaches are doing. And that's the least thing to do to help you move forward in your business. For one, you're going to start comparing yourself and think that you have to have all these fancy graphics and all these awesome videos, and you don't. Basic. Where we have to get back to the basic thing. Help people get results. That's what we got to focus on. So hopefully you guys are all going to join the Coach Challenge group. I think that will help a lot with everybody getting back to basics. I think that's what Mindy Winder is talking about tomorrow too on Janelle's call. She's really good with that topic. Very good with that topic. So, and then Thursday is our last team call that I'm going to do, because I'm hoping to at least do some type of big training at least once a month. So like I'm going to kind of break down probably the 4 vital behaviors and spend, time just going through each of those, especially.
Yay. It's quiet.
Hey, I have a question.
Yes.
If anybody knows, what was number 7?
Wait. 1, 2. I didn't write numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Was it invite? Or am I wrong?
It was after shares and between invite.
Follow up.
Okay, thank you.
Follow up. See,
Do you remember how many? Did she say how many?
What?
I got the notes. That's the one thing I missed. Did she say how many?
No. I
Okay.
think she uses Teamsy, so however many her Teamsy tells her to do, I think she does.
I'm gonna, after seeing that, I'm probably going to get the trial again and
She made it look so easy.
I know.
When I go into Teamsy, I get all flustered and I'm like, oh my God, this is too much. I can't handle it. And I get overwhelmed. But
No, her assistant does it. Her assistant does Teamsy. She follows up, but
right.
her assistant has got it all up for her. Or Josh,
I can't do this.
So,
But,
yeah, it is overwhelming for me because I think, but like Christine said, not everybody's gonna get back with you. I made my goal of, $300,000 a year, right? And it gave me 17. It said, here are the, it's amazing because it said, here are the 17 people you follow up with today. Here are your 5 coaches that you talked to today. And then you put, did you email them? Did you Facebook them? I'm like, holy crap, this is amazing because it tells you exactly who to talk to. So there's no guesswork. If you can take the time to put the people in there, it is so freaking worth it. You don't need a pen and paper.
Right. That's the whole part is the setup. The setup part is the overwhelming part.
I use a pen and paper.
But if you notice, she doesn't rank everybody. She ranks her new people and when she goes. So I think that was overwhelming for me at first. How in the hell am I going to rank 5,000 friends?
Yeah, 4,000 people.
Yeah. But you don't rank your coaches even. You don't have to. It'll just tell you who to follow up with.
That's really interesting.
So it does work. It really does. But 17 people. And I was discouraged at first. I sent out 17 emails and I was like, nobody emailed me back. But Christine said it's okay. Because when they tell you to message them again, you're always going to be messaging them. And at least 2 of those are finally going to get back to you.
Mm-hmm.
You won't leave them alone. Yeah. So, it is a great system. It really is.
Cool.
It's worth it, I think.
Does anyone have any questions or anything?
Mm-hmm.
No? All right. Yay. All right. I hope you guys liked it. I thought it was really good. So I learned.
Oh, yeah. Perfect.
It's always nice to see what a 15-star diamond does.
Yes, and you know what I absolutely she's drilling in. Stop scrolling Facebook. Stop.
Oh my
God. The dings and the. Are we Pavlov dogs or something? Every time we hear a ding, we're we're conditioned to look at our phone.
Yeah.
When we hear a ding, well, we can't be doing that. You have to do the business stuff first. Then you can
Yeah.
listen to
That has helped me a lot.
what?
I turn off my notifications now. I don't hear that anymore.
I
Like,
turn
I
those off
have
long
to go to
time ago.
Facebook and go to my messengers, and like, I will get back to them when she's right. You got to do your power hour, because if you're always distracted, you're never going to get anywhere.
Right.
Mhm.
Even if it's just
Never.
an hour to turn everything off, you know?
Right.
So you
Yeah.
can get done.
And like, she taught me this too when I do my power hour, and you know, they're messaging you back right away. That doesn't necessarily mean you have to message them back.
Right.
Like, you have time to get back with them. You know what I mean? Then you could have this whole conversation that could last 40 minutes and it just be about nothing. And
Right.
you completely wasted your power hour trying to reconnect with other people too. So
Yeah.
Nope.
definitely.
All right. All right. Well,
All right,
we will
guys. See you later.
Good night.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right.
Bye.